Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So I have a very urgent message to share with you today. This may be one of my most important videos, so please stick with me. Before I start, I have to say, if you see somebody in the comments with my name, Canadian Prepper, and there's no check mark next to it, and it's asking you to send money or to add me to WhatsApp, I don't have a WhatsApp. That's an impersonator. It's a common problem here on YouTube with larger channels being impersonated. Do not respond to it. Unless there's a check mark next to my name that looks like this, it's not me. Now, let's get right into this. So as many of you know, I have a store, CanadianPreparedness.com. We ship around 1,000 high quality products from about 60 different distributors from around the world. I got this message yesterday, and this is but one of many of the messages that I've gotten in short succession of one another in the last couple weeks. For legal reasons, I can't disclose the exact name of this company, but all you need to know is that they are a very large player in the space. They serve a variety of big box stores around the world, and they have a massive product line that pretty much covers everything from A to Z. As you are aware, the supply chain globally is a mess. Costs of products and goods are up 8 to 30%. Freight costs are up currently 7 to 8 times what they were pre-pandemic. There are currently no signs that this situation will improve over the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, that's very significant. 6 to 12 months. And if they're saying 6 to 12 months, chances are it's longer than that. A container that cost $3,500 pre-pandemic is now $28,000 US. Think about that for a second. If China wants to ship something to North America, it now costs 8 times the amount. This is not counting the, after you've got it to either the Vancouver or Seattle or LA ports, you still have to pay freight to get it to whatever city in North America that you're going to be distributing from. That's not including duties, taxes, all the rest. So an 8 to 30% price increase in the cost of goods themselves, which is the result of various labor shortages. Obviously, there's going to be shutdown issues in China right now as a result of the bug that's going around there, or God knows what's happening there. There's port congestion. There's a lot of things that are going on right now that are contributing to this. But we're talking about a massive price hike coming up. Because again, this is just one company of many. Today, I'm also going to show you proof that not only is the price of your food rising in terms of the actual dollar amount that you pay at the checkout, but I'm also going to show an example of shrinkflation. Now, it should be known that these guys are going to be changing these prices on October 15th. A lot of companies that I've gotten messages from are changing their prices before that. So what this means is that by Christmas, you can expect, as the end user in all this, the customer, that you are going to be paying possibly up to 30% more for the products that you buy right now. Now, I would say that that's a conservative estimate because they do leave the door open in the rest of this letter that I received for future price increases as well. But that's not the only thing, okay? Another thing that's happening right now is that a lot of the suppliers that I have, they simply don't have inventory. I've never seen it before where so many distributors are taking future bookings for stuff. I'm talking like next year, okay? They're booking for spring. Now, this is a common occurrence with some suppliers and manufacturers in that if you are a dealer of products, they want you to put in orders like 6 months to 8 months in advance, but usually they still have inventory on the shelves. Right now, to find any inventory, especially in the emergency preparedness product space, is next to impossible, it seems. Like the earliest I'm going to be getting anything into the store is going to be next spring. Fortunately, I've anticipated this all along and I've tried to remain well stocked up, but I anticipate that there are going to be serious price hikes in the future if you can even get anything. So whatever remains on the shelves is going to be overpriced. Not overpriced, it's going to be priced at parity with the valuation of your dollar, which of course has been devalued over the course of the last year and a half as a result of quantitative easing and all of the money printing that's been going on. Now, I want to show you guys an example of shrinkflation. This is Mountain House food, okay? So I'm not sure if it's going to focus in the camera or not, but this can here is the old can. This is 595 grams, exact same product, okay? Both rice and chicken, 595 grams, 540 grams. The price in this has gone up at least 25% in the past year. Because of course shipping has gone up, the price of the ingredients have gone up, chicken has gone up, and probably the cost of energy has gone up in some places. Freeze-dried food is a very energy intensive process. If you don't know what freeze-dried food is, it's food that has an expiration date of 30 years. This one expires in 2051. That's why it's so great. So the price of this has gone up 30%, and the shrinkflation is 10%. 595 grams, 540 grams, 55 grams less in here. That's 10% less. So you are essentially seeing, at least with Mountain House, nearly a 30, I'm going to say conservatively, a 30% increase in prices, but realistically, it's a lot more than that. That's just one example. To prove that it's just not a one-off anomaly, Mountain House also has these pouches, okay? 136 grams. These are the old ones, 136 grams. Okay, they recently came out with these new pouches, okay? They're shorter, as you can see. They have a larger gusset at the bottom, so that means you can pour water directly into this. You can eat out of the bag. It's a Mylar retort package. 110 grams for this one, 105 grams for this one. So you're seeing less calories in the bag, significantly a 15 to 20% reduction in these small packages in terms of the actual content of food that you are getting. So a lot of people are really excited that their portfolios are doing well in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, and pretty much every indices is up year over year. The prices of land and real estate where I am are through the roof. On top of that, you factor in the increased cost of consumer goods, as I've talked about today, and you start to see that those gains that you thought you've been making in the S&P 500, which is up 20% since the beginning of this year, it's fake, it's false, it's smoke and mirrors, it's not real. You're not really 20% richer. That's what I'm trying to say. So you guys need to prepare not for inflation, not for stagflation, but for a massive supply hike. I was recently watching a channel who was talking about the shortages that they're experiencing in the UK, okay? And we've already heard that the UN is talking about how there's going to be food shortages around the world. We are going to see, I know we've been beating this dead horse all year, and probably a lot of people have thought that, okay, maybe this isn't going to happen. I've been reading reports about a 3% increase in CPI and all this nonsense. You can forget about all of that. The simple fact that I've gotten messages like this every day, all within the same period of time, tells me that something big is brewing. And if there's stuff that you want to get it now. And I'm not saying get it from me, because quite honestly, I'm busy enough, okay? And I'm kind of wanting to see how this all plays out. So this isn't some like, oh, you got to go and buy stuff from my store right now. I could care less if you buy stuff from my store. I'm just giving you a heads up that this is coming to you, because how it works in the supply chain is the price of raw materials goes up, so the manufacturing costs go up. They pass those costs on to the distributors. The distributors then pass the cost on to the dealers, and the dealers finally are going to be passing the cost on to the customer. That's just how it is. That's how inflation works. So I'm giving you the heads up of what's coming downstream. You can expect massive price increases. So to avoid the sticker shock, stock up while you can. I hope you found this video informative today, and remember, if you see a person in the comments that's impersonating me, asking you for WhatsApp information, no matter how many times I try to block these scammers, they keep popping up like gray hairs. Okay, they double. So don't respond. I'm going to pin one of my own comments to the top of this video so you can see what my account actually looks like, and you can see the verification check mark next to it. Stay safe, guys. Stock up while you can. Thanks for watching. Canadian Prepper out.